YouTube. Hi, my name is Mark, and this is Nixon Motorsports. Hey, this channel is all about motorsports, from racing to exotic cars and even simulators. All right, today's video, I'm going to bring you along. I'm going to update my steering wheel base on my personal simulator, and you might find this of interest. So with that, let's get into it. All right, so here is my personal simulator. And if you saw a video not too far back, a few weeks back, you saw me do an upgrade on the chassis itself. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But today, as I said, I'll be swapping out this wheelbase. So this is the DD2 wheelbase, and I will be replacing it with this Simucube base itself. Now, is it better? Is it worth it? Couldn't tell you. I hope so. So that's what we'll be doing. So first thing, let me get this thing out of here, and then I'll focus on the mounting for the new base itself, and I'll bring you along, of course, so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I took the DD2 out. Now this is the adapter or mount that I used originally with the DD2. It was kind of a so-so mount, if you ask me. But here's the DD2 base. These things are very heavy. And here you can actually see the emulator that I put here in the top. So this replaces the fanatec hub itself. This emulator allows you to attach any wheel that you want on it. It actually works pretty good. So now I need to put this other mount, if I can pull it over here, the other mount on the chassis. This is a little simpler. We'll see how well it works, but let me get the rest of this guy out of here, and then we'll fit this other one. Okay, so I have the new Simucube base mounted. Let me show you what it looks like, what I did. Quite different from the other mount. I just use a universal plate here in the bottom. It is on the slide, so I can actually slide this wheel forward and backwards. I have it powered up right this minute. I'm actually doing a firmware update on the base itself, so I have not driven it yet. I have the emergency off, just sitting here off the side, as you can tell, and I have some previous cables from the DD2 I got to take care of. It feels extremely smooth. I like the base. It's solid. Now I can actually tip here as well. Now it's not a quick thing to do. You have to take some hardware off, but you can actually adjust the angle on it. Pretty cool. Let me finish doing the setup on this thing. I haven't driven it yet, like I said. Let me do that. I'll bring up, I like R-Factor R2. I'll bring that up and take a Indy car out on track and see what it feels like, and I'll show you a lap or so. Anyway, let me finish this. I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, so I have the sim running. I'm gonna get in, I'll do just a lap or so here to show you the steering wheel. Now this is the Simucube Pro Edition. I've played with it now for a little bit. This is not a review of it, by the way. I gotta tell you, now I am really enjoying it. The feedback on this wheel is quite good. Now I'm comparing it to the DD2 that I had. And the DD2 had some tune capability, but nothing like this Simucube steering base. It's quite good. So you might want to give it a look. So let me get in. I'll just show you just an example of the sim at this point, and kind of take it from there. Okay. Right. So before let me turn down this audio just a little bit so you can hear me. Before I take the car on track, just showing you the wheel itself and the base as I have it mounted here. And I put a universal adapter on this TRX chassis. I like that. It's for my purpose, it's great. I can move it forward and backwards, but it gets the wheel down quite a bit lower. So I'm controlling my dash, my display here with SimHub. That's one of several products you can use. And I'll be using R Factor 2. Now, I know many of you are iRacers. I have been for a long time as well. But I have to say, I am an old-time R Factor user, and I think the driving experience for R Factor 2 is actually very, very good. So for myself personally, I will tell you I favor R Factor 2 quite a bit. So having said all that, let me just get on track and show you what this looks like. Okay, so I am at Long Beach, and I'm in a IndyCar, if I can get this thing out of here. This is interesting garage space they got. But anyway, this is IndyCar at Long Beach, R Factor 2. Have to get the tires warm, that kind of thing. So the first lap or so here would be a little slow and dicey. Bear with me. Pay attention to the feedback on the steering wheel. Works quite well. It took a while. To actually get the settings right for the feel, to be honest with you. But I love it now.
Pit exit's clear. You got common wrecks all around, be careful. Has just done a 111.3.
All right, so that's just a lap or so at Long Beach. Again, I just wanted to show you the steering wheel, the force feedback, what it feels like, what it looks like. A lot of tuning, I will say, is needed for this particular wheelbase. If you spend the time on developing that and the feel that you want, it's definitely worth it. So I'm a big fan at this point, but that's really it for this video. I just wanted to share, again, my home personal simulator, driving simulator, you know, in this TRX rig, by the way. I'm really enjoying it. It's very, very good. I still need to do some work on my pedals. I'm going to modify my heel plate, move that around a little bit, and outside of that, put some lap time in on this thing. So if you haven't thought about R Factor 2, I would say go check it out. Maybe you're an old R Factor user a long time ago. And again, many of us have been using iRacing for a long time. iRacing's good, I'm not gonna knock it. For me personally, here's why I like R Factor 2. It doesn't feel so gamey. Number one, I think it has a much stronger driver experience and the feel of the car than iRacing does. And those are the two primary reasons. Now I can throw and have AI cars on track with me if I want to. you know, that type of thing in R Factor 2, which is also kind of neat. I personally am not a big online race gamer where I'm joining race leagues, that type of thing. I like to go on the sim, focus on a particular track, put my own laps in, you know, mostly from a testing point of view. And, you know, so that's my purpose. But having a couple AI cars, as many as I want actually, on track with me is actually pretty cool. R Factor, the old version, used to do that as well. But anyway, check it out if you have any interest or curiosity. But that's it for now. I'll have some more on Sims later. This is the status currently. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, there's a lot coming out. Last point, we have now a new membership program in place for the channel. Check it out, it might be something of interest for you. There's 3 different levels, a couple different perks along the way. So check that out and see what you think. But that's it for now. Appreciate you watching. Until next time, ciao.